Hey guys, Kenny Miller here again, and I know I promised y'all a video on excuses, so here it is. We've all heard them. We've all heard tons of excuses. You know them all. Hey man, you want to go to the gym? Nah man, I'm kind of tired, or I don't have enough time. That's my favorite one. I don't have enough time. I'm a little busy. Oh, you have no idea how much stuff I have on my plate. It's raining outside. The list goes on and on, right? We've heard them all, and the worst thing is you've told yourself them multiple times. You've said to yourself, all right, I'm gonna go to the gym. Never mind, I'm kind of tired. Or never mind, the weather looks kind of like it's gonna rain. And that's the worst kind of excuse, is the one you tell yourself. So I don't know how else to put this nicely, but they're just that. They're excuses. I know women who have 4 kids, work 2 jobs, and have a six-pack. I know guys who are single dads, have 2 kids, still work a job, and have created 6-7 figure income a year from home on the side, working hard, personal growth, things like that. Jim Rohn actually has an amazing saying. It's one of my favorites. He says, I used to blame the weather until I learned that it rains on the rich. There's tons of excuses out there, guys. One of them I've been getting a lot is not as obvious, but it's why am I not successful? Oh, it's because I'm getting taxed to death. Or, it's because the Democrats are in office or the Republicans are in office. It's their fault. Well, guess what? Everybody pays the same taxes, right? The Republicans are in office regardless of whether you're rich or poor. It's not their fault. You can have a list a mile long, but the only reason you're not successful, the only reason is you. And I'm sorry, that sounds a little harsh, but it's the truth. It was really hard for me to learn that lesson. I was really big on excuses. I told myself all of them. Hey, let's go out there and let's make this happen today. I don't know, man. I stayed up kind of late last night watching a movie. Kind of tired. I'll do it tomorrow. All right, let's go to the gym today. I really want that six-pack. Oh, I haven't eaten healthy in a couple days, so maybe I'll just, I'll wait. I'll get back on my diet and stuff before I go. There's excuses all around us. And the worst ones bar none, are the ones you tell yourself. But there's another excuse that I want to talk about. One that really hit me, and it's not very obvious. It's not an obvious excuse. You might think you're doing something right at this point, because once you get past the point where you're telling yourself all those excuses and you're done with that, you're like, no, I know. There's 24 hours in a day. It's what I do with those 24 hours that's going to make me successful. Weather's raining, doesn't matter. That means somebody else is at home when I can go out there and I can do something and I can be successful. He's the one slacking. I'm not going to be that person. Once you get past that, there's some people that go into this, what I call the overthinker and the underdoer, right? All have seen that statue of the thinker. He's like sitting there and he's a statue. He's sedentary. And the reason that there's a statue of the thinker and not of the doer is because the doer was doing the statue because the thinker was sitting there long enough to have a statue made of him. And don't be that person, is what I'm trying to say. Don't be the overthinker. Don't go out there and say, okay, I figured it out. In order to be successful, I have to change something about me. I'm going to learn everything in the world there is to be about being successful. I'm going to watch every Jim Rohn video, read every Tony Robbins book, learn everything Darren Hardy has to offer, and then, as soon as I'm finished with that, I know I will be successful. I will be successful after that. Well, the problem with that is you've watched every Jim Rohn video. You've not wasted because I believe in personal growth, but you've spent hours and hours on YouTube. At night, you've done your personal growth reading, which is amazing. 20, 30, 40 minutes a night reading Tony Robbins, Darren Hardy. But you never acted on anything you learned because you waited until you knew everything. 1, you're never going to know everything. That's just a fact of life, right? Nobody is ever going to know everything. And 2, if you constantly put off doing in order to learn more, you're never going to achieve anything. Learning is not enough by itself. Learning and acting, that's where the growth comes in. That's where you'll be successful. Applying the knowledge. Spending 20 minutes a night reading a chapter, and the next day applying everything you learned in that chapter. That's where the successful people, that's what creates successful people. Not knowing what you need to do. Knowing what you need to do is great, but doing what you need to do is even better. So that's one of the biggest things. That was my problem. I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn everything. I've watched hundreds of Jim Rohn videos. and didn't do anything about it. Until one day it clicked. I told myself, wow, I know tons about being successful, and I'm not successful. Why is that? Goes back to that list, me. Why is that? Me. I'm the reason, because I'm not doing anything about it. I may have thought I was, because I was reading and I was watching videos and I was growing, but I wasn't doing anything with what I learned. So here's what I want you guys to do, if you're up for it, if you're anything like me. I want you to go out there and get a personal growth book. Watch a couple personal growth videos. I'll put a list of some of the ones I really love right below this video. And do that. Get the personal growth video or book and read 20 minutes tonight. Read a chapter. But the most important thing to do with that is get up tomorrow morning and apply it to whatever your dream is, whatever your goal is, so that you can reach that goal. That's what you need to do. And I don't want you to wait until you've read the rest of the book. I don't want you to wait until the next video I put comes out. I don't want you to wait any longer. I want you to wake up tomorrow morning, or even better, if you watch this right now, get the personal growth book and do something about it tonight. Do something now. Not tomorrow, not the next day. Just do it. You don't need to wait till Monday. Don't be one of those dieters like, I'm going to start on Monday. Do it today. Start right away. The moment you wake up tomorrow, figure something out and do it. Go for your dream. Don't wait any longer. Please. So I really hope this struck you guys in some way and makes you want to go out there and reach your dreams, reach your goals, because it did for me, and I'm working every day towards them, and I would love if you guys join me. So stay tuned for more videos. I hope you enjoyed it. Later.